$5 million for the whole staff. Where does that rank comparatively to other staffs?
I think we're certainly at the, if we're not at the top, we're very near the top. I think that there are other universities and schools who are doing their compensation kind of in the same time we are. So I think that, given the results on the field, that's the neighborhood where we should be.
How important was it to kind of get Tony and Jeff over that million threshold?
Well, we got to the million threshold.
To it, yes.
So it was very important to Dabo as he went through and pulled all this together, understanding the good work that they've done and the fact that we have done a great job over the last few years of retaining the staff that has been here. There's been very little turnover, and I think that certainly helps with the culture and environment inside the program and has helped create the outstanding results that we've had.
Was there any discussion with Brent about changing his salary at all?
Coach Venables is a little different because most of these have just been add-ons with dollars onto their existing packages. If you remember last year, Coach Venables, we did that contract and there was a split dollar life insurance component. So he was out on the road recruiting, certainly during the month of January. There's a desire to move forward to extend him back to 5 years, but it will take a little longer for us to understand how that mix pulls together with that additional component. So we have talked about that, and we'll try to get that done, and probably for the next time the board gets together.
Can you explain with Jeff and Tony being able to use their money for life insurance, how that works?
Well, the $150,000 increase in bump, they can certainly take it as salary, and that would be the $1 million salary. Or because we have this product available to us, is that a better deferred compensation type of circumstance for them long term that we have available? And it's really up to them. Graham has been speaking to both of them and see exactly how they want to go about doing it.
Any thoughts on Coach Sweeney?
We're going to begin those discussions. We've had some discussions with his representatives, but as always, it was very important for Coach Sweeney to get the staff and everybody pulled together, and now we'll turn our attention to his contract and his compensation.
How involved is he with the assistant raises and kind of working?
Oh, very involved, very involved. I mean, that's something that he understands the importance of retaining the staff, so he's very involved in pulling all of that together.
And we all understand what the answer will be, but how big is it to keep the staff together and to make sure that they are paid accordingly to kind of keep this run going?
Well, it's very important, and it's certainly important to Coach Sweeney, but I think one of the board members talked about, these are good increases, but they also did great work. There was the compensation was in line with performance, sure. And that's very important.
Todd Bates, a significant increase in raise. How much was that to do with how well he did on helped you guys on the recruiting trail?
Well, I think each one of the coaches have incredible talents in certain areas, and Todd is an outstanding recruiter and did some great work for us, and I think Coach Sweeney wanted to reward him for that and the on-the-field coaching. I mean, he did coach some pretty good defensive tackles.
Okay.
Same with Batson, just that was another significant raise.
It is, and I think the market out there for strength and conditioning coaches has changed radically over the last 5 years, and we have one of the best, if not the best in the country, so we want to make sure that he's compensated in the correct manner.
While we have you, just what is the latest on the appeals process for Galloway and GALA?
We're working through that process right now. We're getting ready to ask for and will be granted an extension so that we can continue to build that case. We'll be filing that shortly with the NCAA, but that will be granted, and we'll just have a little more time, an additional 45 days to gather results of information that we're pulling together.
Have you gotten the results back from the lab?
We have not.
Do you feel like progress is being made as you guys try to work towards the appeal?
Yeah, I think it has. It's just very slow because it's kind of out of our hands. That we've sent some things off to be tested, and the results haven't come back yet.
Do you have a time? Have they let you know when they think those results will come back?
No, they haven't. So hopefully it'll be in the next couple of weeks. But again, we're not doing the work; someone else is.
Can you share some of the things that have been sent off for testing? Was it supplements or?
No, pull all that together once it's all done. Okay?
Thank you.